This is the first fog. Hopefully not the last. Might be the wrong keys. We're in WF postcode today, which is Wakefield, Castleford, Pontefract, Featherstone, etc, etc. We have, I believe, 6 properties to go to. Will's also going to 1, so that's 7. We're at a mixture. So the first one is a client's property, so we've sourced it for him, so we've charged a fee. We've sourced this property, he's buying it in his company. So we're going for the final checks, make sure that's fine. We had the survey yesterday, so we're going today just to make sure we're happy. We're also, I believe, meeting the vendor, because we've negotiated with the vendor that once we get our offer in, we're going to put it up online to try and get it let ASAP, hopefully. Second one and third one are properties that I'm buying personally, so we'll go through numbers, we'll look at them. One of them apparently has got really bad damp, so we're just going to go have a look to make sure that we've priced accordingly. And then the other one is one that we own. Someone moves in on Monday, so we're using a new refurb company on that one, so I want to see how they've got on.
Nice.
Must have gotten quite well, because we had loads of people view it and really good feedback. So positive, positive, positive. Then we have viewing 2 client properties again. One finished the refurb. Big one, that was 34 grand refurb. So I want to just check that off. Pictures are getting done today, we might even meet the photographer there. And then the other one is another client property that we're getting the keys for, I believe, next week. So we're just checking that, just make sure that's ready to see what we need to do and get our PM over next week or the week after, whenever we complete. And then the final 2 are viewings for clients that we've signed up. So yeah, busy, busy, busy. But this is the fun part of it, getting out of the office and viewing all the properties that you'll see. He's booked in for Thursday. Again, I've no idea who he is, which is obviously fine. He'll come on that call and he'll be like, oh, he has been following you on LinkedIn for a while. He'll know everything about me. I've had people jump on a call and be like, oh, hey mate, you alright? Like, yeah. He said, oh, good result for QPR on the weekend. Yeah, I support QPR, but because again, they follow me. They know, like, trust me, and they've had at least 7 touch points, so they feel like, I want to work this guy.
Yeah.
So it's not a sales call, it's just me and someone having a chat, and they're like, oh yeah, the reason I booked a call in for you, with you, is because I know you can help. Talk about what you do, talk about what you're passionate about, talk about what you like, get your personality across, do that every day for 6 months. If you do that every day for 6 months and you don't get success, fine. But I can promise you, if you do it every day for 6 months, like that, 5 days a week, show all what we talked about, make sure there's hooks, information and CTAs, if you do it for 6 months, you will get success. I've had that, all my students do the same. I've not had any success. How long's it been? 30 days, great. 1, carry on. 2, how many times you post in a week? There you go. I posted twice last month. That's not enough, is it?
Yeah.
I've just said 7 touch points. They've forgotten who you are by the time you post again. If you're going to post once a month, don't bother posting.
Don't bother. Gotta go all in with it.
It's like me saying to you, mate, I've not got a fucking 6-pack. Okay, you going to the gym? Yeah. How many times have you gone to the gym this week? Oh, not this week. I went once 3 weeks ago. You're not going to have a fucking 6-pack, are you? If you go 5 days a week for 6 months, again, diet and stuff, but you'll definitely look better, that's for sure. Most of the time it's through LinkedIn. There's 3 different ways, I would say. There's the first way, which is kind of like 101, is quite literally going on your phone. And it's how you approach the people, how you send the messages, but it's going on your phone and just looking at people. For example, one of my best mates, doing property, after a while, was chatting to him like, oh, I'm looking to flip a property, here's my return, this is what I'm thinking. And he was like, oh, how can I get involved? I was like, oh, it's costing us 100 grand to do. He's like, what can I do them with you? I'm like, oh, are you interested in property? He's like, oh yeah. Everyone's always like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, well, have you got any money? He's like, I've got 50 grand sat in the bank. I was like, oh, okay. So we had a chat, signed a contract, sent me 50 grand. That was just from on my phone, just chatting to people. Again, you've obviously got to show that you know what you're doing and stuff, because people are actually going to go, there you go.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised. Number 2 is social media, LinkedIn definitely. And then number 3 is as genuine as just talking about what you do to people. Anyone. So we've had it, here's a great example. One of my best mates, I was out having a beer with, went to watch football, and his mate from London was coming up for the weekend, so he came to have a beer with us, and he was chatting to me, and he was like, I really want to get involved in property. I was like, I source properties, I do this, do it around the area. Great, can we talk about this another time? Around a few bits. Yeah, perfect. Booked a call next week. Talked about property again, just a general chit chat. Talked about property. By the end of the call, he signed up for 2 and he's bought 2 houses. And all that was because I talked to people about property.
Yeah.
Be prepared for people to knock you back.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't do that. You need loads of money. Oh, you don't make money in property.
Yeah. Because I feel like everyone says, oh, like eventually, like I'll get into property, like when I'm older. But maybe that, like, it'll get too late. Like, obviously, the best time is to start now.
100%.
And like,
if you'd bought property 10 years ago, do you think it'd be better off or worse off?
Better.
99% of the time, yeah.
And that's going to keep happening decades after decades.
You speak to your grandparents, you speak to your parents.
Yeah. Our grandparents, they bought their house for like 19 grand or something.
It probably like 9p.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Now it's worth, like, where I'm from, it's worth like 220 grand.
But it's crazy. Again, we're not going into economics, but looking at inflation, looking at economics, like we said. You speak to your grandparents, like, when you bought your house for 19 grand, do you know how much it's worth now?
220, 200.
200. If you just spoke to your grandparents at that point and said, in 60 years, 50 years, your house will be worth 220 grand, they'd have laughed in your face.
Yeah.
It will never, ever, ever be worth anywhere near that. It won't even be worth 100 grand. That's such a high and so far out number, it'll never be worth that. It's the same now.
Yeah.
You look at a £250,000 house, you're like, in 10 years, I mean, it's not the same trajectory, but in that 250 grand house in 15, 20 years will be worth more, but $500,000. You'd look at the house and go, well, it's not, because you think of a £500,000 house and go, well, it's not going to be, because it's nowhere near that. It's like, yeah, but in 15 years that'll be worth $1 million, or whatever the case is. Even rents, to think a rental property in a certain area is $750. In 10, 15 years it'll be 11, 1200. Even to think that, it's like, people are going to pay 11, 1200 for this property that in question. Yeah. That's what happens. So, yeah, exactly what you just said. And I think the only other thing that, to kind of touch upon that is people say, oh, I'm going to do it in the future. One, because they don't really understand the power of property. Like, you know, we talk about BRRR, people don't understand really utilising that. So they think you've got 100 grand, you buy a house and you make a little bit of money. It's like, you can really do a lot more with that. And then the second thing is people don't know how. Like, for example, I've bought 21, 22 houses in the last 10 years, in the last 5 years. If you just spoke to me 5 years ago saying you'll buy 20 houses, I'd have gone, mate, I've got 5 grand in my bank. Yeah. How am I going to buy one house, never mind 20? And yet I have, through raising funds, through all the different methods. Yeah. So it's about how. I think there's always a how.
Yeah, I think I feel like they're probably, it's like with anything, like there always is a way.
Always is a how.
But you got to have the right skills to do that, haven't you? You've got to...
Skills, belief, ethic. You've got to work hard. Like I said, how you raise £1 million is through this method. And it's not as simple as going, put a post on, text someone, I've got £1 million. Like, it's hard work, it takes time, but I think there's always a how. This is a client that's invested in buy-to-lets. They've signed up for 2, but they want 5 over the next 6 months. This is the first one, which is a really good location, really good, just off the high street. This rent will go. So apparently it's in good condition. I think so. So, this is coming with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Good.
Boilers having some work done.
Okay. So it'll come with CP12.
Should do, yeah.
EICR's got a year left, did you say?
She's had it redone. She's nice, isn't she? That's why she's my favourite vendor.
She got any more?
Yeah, she's looking to get rid of more.
Well, once you get this one, can we get the... This is really nice.
Nice, isn't it?
You're going in here and going, right, what are the costs? So you're looking at it from 2 perspectives. Investor perspective, so the investor's buying this, what are the costs? What do we have to do? Is there any work? When was stuff done? So we look at plug sockets, we look at obviously the doors, radiators, the heating, etc, etc. So from an investor point of view, you're walking around going, for me, there's zero work doing, which is brilliant for the numbers. And then the second is you're walking around as a tenant perspective. Because although as an investor you might think it's absolutely fine, if it's not going to get tenanted for whatever reason, it's not going to rent out, so the numbers aren't going to work. So you also walk around going, right, if I'm a tenant, am I going, I'm not moving in because the wardrobes, for example, or for whatever reason. But I think we're fine. The only thing that I would say, which is a personal preference, which is fine, is I prefer carpets in here. However, some tenants won't mind. It's like what colour are the walls, some might not like the colour, so it doesn't really matter. So this one needs absolutely nothing. The numbers are brilliant, and we'll get a tenant in here from day one. So really happy. Hopefully the client watches it and he sees how happy I am as well. So that's good.
Cool.
Cool. Right, what do you think? What's going through your...
Well, it's nice condition of the place.
Yeah.
It's a nice street as well, nice area. Not too much needs to be done. I think just touch the modernisation a little bit. Make it look a bit prettier, but
These are shit.
you know,
What's the Landlord special?
The one that's leaking. Yeah, nice. Can we buy it without? Cool. That's the most pointless decoration.
What is it?
I know, but she had it set really nice to be fair. She did have outdoor furniture. She made it look all cutesy. I mean,
Did it get nicked?
She literally brought these. No, she took them with her. She stages houses. She's got all the pumpkins.
You
Like,
can
come
tell
on.
it's nice, man.
Come on, give her that.
Yeah. Sound? Cool. You've got
Next one.
keys. Can I put an offer in and say 120, 800, and you have to get commission on it? There you go. I'll send an email. I'll send it.
Not very bad at all, but I don't think it'd be as nice condition as that.
Funny because, like, again, not from an investor perspective, because that's why you have to wear both hats. From a
Yeah.
tenant perspective, like a couple of the internal doors, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Flooring upstairs, no. I mean, kitchen flooring for me would be a no. Wardrobes, no, but that will rent. I mean, the area is unbelievable.
Right.
Straight on the high street.
Yeah.
Looks mint. That'll be good. And I've even said, because of the vendor's sound, I've said, when we get the offer, so we've got the mortgage offer, we'll be 4 to 6 weeks away to complete. Get it online, get it marketed, so by the time we get the keys, the tenant can pick the keys up and move in.
Yeah, efficient as possible. I like it.
Bought this property as part of a portfolio 6 months ago. Got a really good deal on all three. This was tenanted, they've moved out, we've now done the work, and then we've put it up for rent, and someone moves in on Monday.
How long did it take to get it all refurbed in?
3 months?
Is that the dog?
I don't know what house it is.
That's it before, yeah.
It can't be, because that's where the... It's not that one, is it? Have I put a 64 in the thing?
Yeah.
I don't know anything else. Well, I'm hoping to clean it before someone moves in.
Sure.
Nice. So yeah, full refurb on it. This was just under 10 grand for the full refurb. And I mean, it needed everything. I think there might be, I can get on some pictures. We'll throw some pictures on. Yeah, needed absolutely everything. New kitchen, bathroom. I reckon another fridge will go there.
Done a good job of it though.
Yeah.
It looks good, yeah, really good.
Yeah, it's a good finish.
So how did it look beforehand? Just need complete updating.
Absolutely everything. So it was lived in, but I think the person lived here for 10, 11 years. They were looking to move out anyway. They were paying 400 quid.
Wow, yeah.
And we're now getting 795. So it's a big difference.
Definitely.
But yeah, new kitchen, new bathroom, flooring, painting. I think boiler was okay. Electrics, well, you can see new in some places. I think it was a full rewire, so it wasn't too expensive. Okay, we're going fancy on this wall.
A bit of a two-tone.
Two-tone apparently. It's either two-tone or someone's colourblind. 120. 330. They all need 10 grand's worth of work. 300. All the buying costs, 20 grand let's say. 280. I want a good deal. 225.
Yeah.
So I was like, right, I'll buy 225. And I was like, I need to call her. I forgot to call her. She called me next day. I was like, oh hey, can you buy it? I was like, yeah, absolutely fine. What does she want? And she went, oh, if you give her 195, she'll take it.
Oh my
I
god.
was like, oh, no, all right, yeah, let me come back to you. I was like, right, okay. went through the numbers again. I was like, okay, there must be need a bit more work, so my budget a bit more. Obviously, rents are low, so I called back and said, what are we doing about the rental? Put a plan in place. I was like, yeah, 195 works. Didn't try to negotiate 194, 195 works. And then, yeah, bought all three. One of them, tenant stayed, put the rent up to what it should be. They were absolutely sound. So that needed no work, saved money there. Another one, someone still lives there. We put the rent up slightly, but they're looking for another property. So don't worry about 6 months, then we'll do the same, spend some money.
Sure.
And then this one, they moved out 2 months later, spent 3 months doing the work, and someone moves in. So
Amazing.
Numbers work really well. The good news with this is we've spent 85, 90 so far.
Yeah.
When we refinance, we pull out like 100, 110, but we refinance after 2 years. And the extra good thing is the mortgages are so low.
Yeah.
So the mortgage on this is 190 quid.
It's crazy.
We pay the management fee of £79.50, 10%. We have insurance of 20 quid, so let's call it 100 altogether. So our outgoings on this are 300 quid, and we bring in 795.
Yeah.
So we're making nearly £500 a month on this.
Yeah.
So this one's been a really attractive one. So yeah, good one this.
And how do you work out the rental valuation then for these? You know, after the refurb was done, what's the best way to do that?
The best way to do it is, one, to know your area, to learn. I mean, the more you do, the better you get. Just learn. And the second is just call an agent in the area. So I usually call independent and mainstream.
Yeah.
So you call an independent, look, 3-bed, you can tell the property if you want, 3-bed, this is the property, what rent, can you send me comparables, just so I've got evidence, and then call the mainstream, do the exact same. And they'll send you a document, which will say what it is. So for this, I actually thought we'll get about 750.
Yeah.
And then we spoke to the agent that's actually letting it, we did the works, and they put up at 795, and yeah, we had loads of people and got 795. So that's the easiest way. Outsource it, basically. So what do you think of this one then?
Really nice finish.
Cool.
Really nice finish.
Yeah.
Work's done well. I think if you get a tenant in so soon as well, I mean, that's ideal, isn't it? It's not sitting vacant, you're making money as soon as you get the key. Plus it's been efficient, isn't it? Get the refurb done, tenant in as soon as possible. Start making money, move to the next.
Yeah.
That's a very nice job.
What do you notice like the plug sockets? Because you know when we talk about needing rewire, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's a bit closer.
Yeah, so which means that this hasn't needed a rewire. Probably could have done it, but it's passed, it works. It's a preference whether the plug sockets are that thick or in the walls or whatever. So, you know, when we sort of say, when you look at that, you think, right, it's probably need a bit more electric work sometimes, this instance. But although you look at that and it did need electric work,
Right.
we've just not replaced plug sockets and changed them and moved them.
So there's at a point where you could have made that change, but it's not really adding value to the property.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Exactly. 3 good sized bedrooms though.
Yeah, very good.
What do you also like the windows? So we've not replaced any of the windows because again, the new enough where you don't have to, because windows can be a big expense. If these were wooden or whatever the case, we might have looked at them, but these are fine.
What's some telltale signs that the windows need replacing? You know, from a quick scan you can see.
Single glazing.
Yeah.
Single glazing and then wooden. So you want, most areas would just be UVPC. Some areas you need sash, but mainly UVPC, which is better price wise. So yeah, either wooden or single glazing. But again, even then, as long as your EPC is okay, as long as your CP12 you've got in place, don't get me wrong, everyone prefers double glazing, but you don't need to.
Yeah.
Just because they're wooden doesn't mean you need to replace them. But thankfully, these were fine. So.
Yeah, nice.
Even I'm probably with you going, I probably won't live here. It's not for me. Yes, the carpets are nice, bedrooms are nice and big, it's 3-bed, it's fine, but we're not the clientele for these sort of properties. The clientele for these properties are people in the area already most of the time. They're more specific on area, but they're also probably good at family, they want nice and done up. This, for a lot of people in the area, is perfect because it's nice and done, you can tell landlord cares, etc. And this just flew off. We had so many viewings because we picked the right areas. We do it nice enough so it's just going to fly off and get the right rental. And then you're also, because it's 3-bed, because it's the nice, you're going to get the right people move in, probably long term as well.
Sure. And it gives people a chance to make it their own as well.
So what we talked about is you don't, or most of the time, you don't really want to furnish either. Several reasons, but to just cut it down to 2 is 1, if someone's moving into this and they're moving all their furniture here, they're probably going to last longer, they're going to stay here longer, they're going to make their home, rather than going into someone else's furniture and just living. And that's what we want to do. Yes, we want to give someone a house, but we want them to make it their home.
Yeah.
That's another way. And then the second reason is if we furnish it and something breaks, we're liable. So if someone comes in here and trashes it, because they don't care, it's not their own furniture, they call and say, oh, that £1,000 sofa, we need another one. We have to find a new sofa, direct replica, similar, and replace it. That's not for me to be doing. As I said, they make it their home, their stuff's in it, it's up to them what they do. So that's probably the second reason.
So it can save you a headache in the future then, have to deal with.
Meant to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll be a really nice job. Yeah, they're all good sizes as well.
Yeah, they are. All doubles. As I say, it's a good street. Betfred opposite. Perfect.
It'll make a good bit of money to pay off your rent.
Or the opposite. Yeah. Why is rent not been in? Oh, it's been a poor mum. Been a bad mum.
So maybe don't live next to Betfred then. Maybe.
Buy your house. Why is there 6 keys?
Get a load of this guy.
Yeah. You know what I say? Don't record everything we do.
Doesn't know how to lock a door.
I actually don't. Alright, it's that key, but mate. Bro, that won't lock.
There's a key.
Might be the wrong keys. A little bit. What number's on there? Oh, yeah, wrong keys. You can lock it. Back in the office, we've had a day in Castleford today. View 1 that completes hopefully very soon for a client. So that's the start of the process. We charged up front, that will complete, and then we'll get the refurb in, get that tenanted. So that's the hands-free sourcing. And then we viewed one of the properties that we've recently bought that is at the final stage. So you've got the start and at the end. That tenant moves in a few days as well, which is good news. The reason that we're pushing the YouTube side now, the reason that I want to be kind of showcasing the value and pulling that curtain behind so you can see the behind the scenes is because when I first started, I didn't really have anyone that showed that lifestyle, that behind the curtain, like I keep saying, behind the scenes. There was the educational stuff, there was this is what to do and kind of how to do it, but none of that day to day. So I think for me, it's providing that value of going, look, it's not all perfect days, it's not just sitting behind a laptop or on the phone or whatever, it's getting out there, it's viewing properties. I mean, we've got a few days booked in already, so we're going to go to York to look at a few properties that we've bought and done up. We're going to go to Wakefield to look at more client properties. So we've got a few different ones. I think Crew, you're excited for that? Yeah. That is really excited for Crew. So we've got these ones lined up to, as I say, behind the scenes, really showcase what it looks like to do what we do. It's what we've done for years now, and it's how we've sourced, 350 properties we've sourced altogether. We've bought and we own now nearly £5 million worth of property. So for me, that's just about showcasing and just providing as much value as possible so you guys can watch, or you can watch and go, oh, if that's what it looks like. And if it is something that is either, that's what I want to be doing myself, that's what I want to grow over time, then we're really going to start pushing the education side as well, so we can start teaching others to do exactly what we do. And I love it anyway, so hopefully you can see that, the passion and everything, and whether it's for you or not. We have built a free community. I've been spending about 2 months on that. It's a free community for anyone that just wants to dip the toe in. Again, rewinding it back to when I first started, there wasn't any of that. It was either, if you were interested, you could watch educational stuff, but it was a matter of you had to pay to really learn if it's for you and set the action steps. So we've built a free community that I'm assuming will be in the description.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm pointing down. Will be in the description, so if it is a matter of, I want to learn the basics, I want to be able to know how to set the company up, how to get the website going, how to start calling agents, viewing properties, speaking to investors, we've built out, I think it's 7 modules to really understand if that's for you, and if it is, great, then we can look at really working together, and if it's not, fantastic, at least you've learned that anyway. So yeah, if you want to join the free community, we do monthly sessions. So you jump in with the community, we have good catch-ups, understand what you're looking for, what we can do, how we can help even further, delve into goals and etc. And then there's a shitload of content that we've got as well that we're always looking to improve. So yeah, definitely click on the description and click on that as well if you want to learn properly how to do it. So like, subscribe, comment, all of the good stuff.